What is up, guys and girls? Ngatia Game here, back with another video. So today we're going to be talking about Robin from a free-to-play perspective, and why I think, as much as a lot of people, a lot of free-to-play players might feel that getting Robin would be a game changer, I'm here to tell you from a free-to-play perspective that that's actually not the case. So just to give you a general run through, I was actually building up pity on this account. I had gotten Acheron on my last summon polls, and I was basically kind of just building up pity to lose the pity, hopefully, and then basically get the next 5-star character that I'd want, hopefully, obviously in this case being Firefly. So according to obviously where I was in terms of the records, I was actually at 45, if not 40 or 50. I was at 45, yeah, so 46. I'd gotten Acheron recently, and during Habana I was actually saving up and doing the pity to see whether I could get an E2 Acheron, so as much as I could in terms of the Stellar Jade we were getting during the course of Habana time. Now unfortunately Robin came out. I got like 600, we got 600 polls just like that, and I made a 10 poll because I had enough of a 10 poll, and I got Robin. So this account officially has Robin, and I will not lie, I've tested it out. This is what I have on hers at the moment. It's the most free-to-play icon I have at that would be beneficial for her, because obviously I have Superimposition 5. The only other Litecoin that I have that might work for her is probably Bronya's Litecoin, but I use Bronya a lot, so I'm not going to really trigger or move it up. I mean, I might use her if I'm not using Bronya in a specific context, but most of the time I do like where I am in terms of Bronya, because I do use her a lot, quite a lot, in terms of team damage, MOC, and simulated universe. So at the moment, my thoughts are on building obviously Robin. At the moment she's at 8, and 1, because I don't usually use her basic attack, or rather I don't really build up her basic attack. I usually build up now all the rest before I decide to build up the basic attack. So in this case, obviously I had speed boots on her, and then she's at 149 with 3,473 attack. Now, my honest opinion is that from a free-to-play perspective, I'll just be very straightforward with every single person who might be watching this video. She's not worth it. Unless you probably have Eidolons, as always, unless you have Eidolons of the character, or you have their Litecoin. In this context, yes, she's a team-wide buffer, both for skill use and ultimate use, but I will not lie, she's not going to change the game for you from a free-to-play perspective. The reason why I say that is because, obviously, after mistakenly getting her, obviously just through a general 10 pool, I thought I'd be able to clear out MOC 12 without any issue, and it's far from the case. Like, completely far from the case. The problem here is the fact that my Acheron deals a lot of damage, which is very good, and I'm okay with it 100%. The problem stems from the fact that as much as she does what she does, you need to also be able to have a team, a solid team that is able to deal a lot of damage in one go, or specifically during the course of the turn. Now, maybe she's able to deal that damage, which is very good, and maybe she's able to advance allies, give them that crit damage bonus and stuff. But I'll be very honest with you, for you to be able to clear MOC 12, not even maybe MOC 10, because with MOC 10, and I'll be honest with every single person who's probably free to play, if you have an Acheron, whatever team she's in, or whatever side she's in terms of the stages, you will usually clear it within about 2 turns. The problem comes from the fact that if your second team doesn't have a dedicated, very good damage dealer, most of the time your second team is what takes up like about 5 to 6 turns half the time. But with Acheron, I've noticed if anything, from MOC 11 probably everything is 0 cycled on the first half. If your team is with Acheron on the first half or second half, it doesn't matter which side. So the question becomes now, obviously, is she able to clear MOC 12? Because that's like the go-to kind of thing of, you know, Hoyoverse. Like, are you able to clear until MOC 12? And if you're able to clear until MOC 12, you do not need the character. And that's basically even how I've been actually building up my characters. It's reached a point where I'm just basically building up more relics than characters, because mostly everyone is sort of built up at the moment very well in terms of damage, speed, in terms of just general utility, so on and so forth. So now the question becomes, you know, is she really worth it? To be honest, it's a bit questionable. Like, I wouldn't say she's a go-to character. Like, you're not gonna have the easiest now runs in the game and everything just because now you're playing with her. No, it's far from the case. She's good, yes. I'm not saying she's bad, but from a free-to-play perspective, I would rather anyone who's watching this video to skip, because it's not gonna really help you. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys have a good day. That's pretty much all what I wanted to say. I'll make it as quick as possible. I'm not gonna go through a guide and say, you know, how she's broken. I'm just gonna give it from a very free-to-play perspective. You're probably playing like maybe once, twice a day, or maybe even once a day, like after work and stuff. So you kind of want to know whether this character is gonna be able to obviously benefit you or benefit your account. 100% I can say no, she's not, unless again you're a whale and you can get eidolons. Maybe then that's fine, but in the context of, do you want to grow your account or make a game, like a very game-changing decision, Acheron would have probably been the best decision you can make in terms of game-changing an account. Otherwise, she's okay, she's good, that's no problem, but I would not recommend summoning her for her. If you have Stella Jade, wait for another character and wait for probably another unit that has more utility. But with that said, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you all in the next one.